Friends and family. This is Pastor Micah at Life's Journey United Church of Christ, speaking to you from my home into yours during our midweek reflection. I want to change things up a little bit, and instead of our normal midweek reflection where we just pause to center, I wanted to take the time I usually offer a centering moment and invite all of you during this time to join us this Sunday for an opportunity to grow as a church. You all will remember that we went through a time period when our main way as a church that we could impact our community was to practice social distancing to help limit the spread of COVID-19, to give our community time to build up its resistance to COVID through becoming vaccinated. This last year, we've begun to emerge again from this time, asking how we can begin again to be more active in our community, making an impact. Like many other churches, nonprofits, and businesses in the community, we've struggled to figure out how to move forward now that COVID has begun to be more under control. Now, I want to say to all of you, I'm proud of the work we've all done as a church to begin resuming being present in the community, reaching out again with open arms to welcome and serve our community. But as we began this process, I knew coming out of this pandemic was territory none of us had navigated through before. So I reached out to the Catawba Clergy Network, a ministry of Catawba College that supports United Church of Christ pastors and ministries, asking for a grant to help us consider how to best reach out to our community in this new situation. Catawba gave us a grant for a consultant to come and help us discuss what ways we can work together as a church to all work to really make an impact on our community around us. As a part of this grant, we will meet with Reverend Stephanie Wilson for 3 lunch and learn sessions over the next several months, beginning this week, this Sunday. In each session, Reverend Wilson will challenge us and also explore with us ideas about how to reach out in ways that really make a lasting impact. Between each session, she will give us homework as a church to work on to consider our next steps for the next month or two between that session and the session that follows. And there's a possibility that we may be eligible for further grants to help fund some of the outreach plans we develop out of this process. But whether or not we gain that added funding, my hope is that this process reignites that fire within us, that fire and passion to make a difference in our community. Our first session is this Sunday, immediately after the service. We hope you can join us. If you can, just to make sure we have enough food and handouts, please do contact our office manager, Shauna, at lifesjourneyucc@gmail.com. That is lifesjourneyucc@gmail.com, or by phone at 336-227-2174. That's 336-227-2174 to confirm you will be there. And that'll make sure we have enough printouts, handouts, food and drinks. But that said, if you don't get to it, I want to encourage you to not let that keep you from being there. Because doing this work together is going to be really important the rest of this year. Now, this call to reach out and be an impact on our community has the side benefit of helping people know about our church and become involved, which is really important because, like most churches, most nonprofits, most businesses, the amount of people involved in what we're doing isn't really what's sustainable in the long term. But I want you to know that that is something that we hope happens out of this. What we are exploring this Sunday and the Sundays of our Lunch and Learn is about a lot more than just welcoming new members to have a larger number of people at church. No. As Dietrich Bonhoeffer once wrote, Jesus is the man for others. So the church is the church only when it exists for others. The church must share in the problems of ordinary human life, not dominating, but helping and serving. It must tell men and women of every calling what it means to live in Christ, to exist for others. We are not to simply bandage the wounds of victims beneath the wheels of injustice, he wrote, but we are to drive a spoke into the wheel itself. This call we will be exploring in our Lunch and Learn meetings, not just this Sunday, but in the 2 other sessions that we have planned out of our grant, is a call to learn to walk with Jesus, the one who was the man for others. And I want to challenge you to not only join us this Sunday, but also to pray in the days ahead before and following our Lunch and Learn session Sunday, asking God to show you, to show me, to show all of us how you and I can each be a person for others and how our church can be that church for others. I hope you will find it in your heart and in your schedule to join us. And I look forward to seeing you both at worship Sunday morning and also at our Lunch and Learn. And don't forget, we have our adult Sunday school class at 9:30 before an hour before Sunday worship. And we are exploring the parables of Jesus this month and next month, following up our outreach at Alamance County LGBT Pride by looking at what the Bible has to say as a message of good news to those of us who are LGBT, for those of us who are allies, our friends who are LGBT. See you there.